Hi, I'm Corinne Josepher, and I'm sitting down with Hajir Najati and Frank Blakely, area sales managers with Bay Equity Home Loans. And we're going to find out what you need to know to make home buying within your reach. Today we're going to ask Hajir and Frank what they use to help people figure out their best mortgage options. Hey guys, thanks for sitting down. So one of the things I know that both of you offer is this really great service where you analyze all the mortgage options for a buyer. Can you tell me more about that and how that works?
We understand that the most important thing when we're talking about the loan and the mortgage is payments. It can be the monthly payment, the down payment, the closing cost, which with the down payment complete the actual cash needed for the close of the transaction. So anything with the dollar sign is what we want to cover and talk about. We believe that the best way to do this is in person, and we want to have that chance and opportunity to sit down with our clients for 45 minutes to an hour before they go through the process to help them understand all the details about the transaction. We really want to do this in person to also have opportunity to understand what's most important to them. And for us, knowing that is really important because then we can have a successful transaction and make sure that we cover everything that they need throughout the transaction. This can be somebody who's more concerned about the cash flow and want to make sure that they have a manageable down payment, or somebody who is living in the property for a short term and is not as concerned about the security of the loan. All of these details about the loan would matter to us. Plus, we want to know a little bit more about their long-term and short-term financial goals. What's their five years objective? What's their 10 years objective on the financial side? To make sure with the mortgage that we are putting together for them is going to be a tool in a toolbox, not a necessary evil, and they can use it to complete the rest of the financial goals that they have. We believe that if we are putting somebody in their largest debt, and helping them with that, we want to make sure that it's kind of like our responsibility now, personally and professionally, to help them manage that throughout the life of that loan.
So in this analysis, what actually are you looking at?
Yeah, so I think one of the great things is that, we're in the internet world, right? Where so much is you can just Google and find information.
Right.
So when we talk to a lot of people, there's a lot more research buyers that we're working with, but they don't know how the information that they get on the internet applies to them directly, or they're not sure if the information's exact. So what we're able to do is now customize the plan based on what is your tax benefit that you're going to get from home ownership. What is your actual payment from a condo versus like a single family home? And in Orange County, we have a thing called Melrose, right? So, one area taxes can be different from another one. And we have to make sure our buyers are not only pre-qualified and pre-approved, but they also understand the cost of home ownership pertaining on that situation. An example of one of my clients recently, they were going down and they put an offer and they with 20% down. And that was their plan. The thing that happened was the house needed a lot of work. And so we had to cut out some of that 20% to be able to leave aside so they didn't get stressed and put money on credit cards, which is not a good financial decision, and take some of the down payment, put it there so they can do immediate upgrades to the house when they closed. And so we had to show them the difference between the two, and this analysis basically really allows them to see the comparison side by side. So side-by-side numbers like FHA versus conventional, and what do those numbers actually translate to be as it relates to our clients in finances.
So basically it's never just a one-size-fits-all. It's very unique to each buyer.
It has to be.
Yeah.
Everybody's goals are different. Everybody's house desires are different. Why can't the financials be different? 5% down, 10%, that's not a black and white number. There are in-between numbers, and that's what we can use with our analysis to really make sure it's customized to the people that we work with.
So how would they get this analysis?
Well, give us a call, and if you're local, we want to meet with you in person, and we schedule that in-person appointment that you guys are welcome to come to the office, and we can sit down and go over this. It's going to be free consultation. If you're not local, we can arrange a block time on the phone that we can show you our numbers on an email via internet and all of that. and show you that comparison report, but at least we know that we are focused on this matter only, and we make sure that you can take care of it.
And do you guys suggest doing this before they look for houses or when they're looking for houses?
Before they look for houses. Most people come in and they have an understanding of what house they're looking at. We want to show you what the cost of home ownership is for that house, and make sure you qualify for the house, because there's no point in looking in a house that you can't afford or don't qualify for, or that is way over your budget and doesn't allow you to have a life beyond the house. And so that's critical. We want to make sure financially as a whole, that whether that means going on vacation still with your family and making sure you have enough there, or looking long term to make sure it doesn't offset what your long term financial goals are as far as home ownership is concerned.
And it's education, so that needs to be done before the decision making.
Yeah.
Plus, there are a lot of do's and don'ts that we want to share to make sure that if you're going through this process, we are getting the best out of it.
Great. Well, thank you so much, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.